Ladies and gentlemen, it's time! We brought BSR back, and we are here at the Daytona International Speedway for the Rowdy Remembrance 250. This is going to be a fun race, and we have a lot to dive into and a very short time before qualifying starts. So, let's get down to it. First and foremost, I am Joshua Copernell. Tonight it's just going to be me, but that's all right. We'll make it through. It'll be a fun night regardless. I just have a feeling that it will be. So, go ahead and take a look at how practice is going so far. It is Alonso Chicano, top of the board, a 48.991 so far here in practice. A few things that have changed over the off-season. Kind of looking at the rules right now. Stays the same. Full distance NASCAR Truck Series races, same times, fixed setups just like before. 4 tire sets and choose cone rule, no stages. So that's pretty much the same. However, over the off-season, iRacing has added to where you can up the power on these trucks up to 110%. We're not going to see that tonight. It will still just be like normal with just regular power on these trucks, as that will be for super speedways and road courses only that do not get that. All the other tracks will see that speed increase, or that power increase, rather. A 12-race season with no postseason format. It's just going to be a straight 12-race stretch from now until Homestead. I'll show you the schedule here soon. But no postseason, no playoffs, no chase. And one drop week for every driver. And it'll be your worst finish, or if you do miss a race. This kind of words it a little bit weirdly, but if you miss a race, that'll be your drop week. Current NASCAR points format, of course, that's been different since they've come back. It's going to be 55 points for first, 35 for second, 34 third, so on and so forth. 1 point of a difference for every position. This year, we do have a hard iRating cap, where before it was kind of a soft cap. You could still race, but you had only a certain amount of starts you could do. Not this season. It's if you are over 4,500, you are not able to race. Period. And every race is going to be broadcasted right here on JCTV. We've got a lot of drivers coming in, a lot of new faces too, some old faces we've seen returning, some drivers that we know from different leagues. So really exciting to see some of these drivers, new and old, coming back. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at that schedule. And of course, tonight it is Daytona, 100 laps around this 2.5 mile super speedway. Auto Club is going to be next week. That should be a lot of fun. I'm glad that iRacing still allows us to go to that track. It is an amazing track, or it was in the real world. Always look forward to seeing that on a schedule when we can. Las Vegas, going to be a few weeks before we get to there after Auto Club, but we will go to Las Vegas. We'll see Bristol, Texas, Watkins Glen, the only road course stop on the schedule, followed by Chicagoland, New Hampshire, Michigan, Iowa, Charlotte, and the season finale, October 17th at the Homestead Miami Speedway, right here in the state of Florida. Just like we're starting the season off. With that, we have a minute and a half left of practice. Alonso Chicano still P1. And it's been a while since Alonso has been able to claim a race victory. He's looking to do so here tonight, and he is a former winner of this race. He came back in the inaugural season, Season 1. He was the first ever winner. See his number 25 machine. Right there, actually behind his teammate of Justin Durand. Big group of trucks just getting some last practice in before they start qualifying and turn them loose. Other former winners of this event, Alex Kerfan. He won Season 8. Actually, last season, as this is Season 9. Kerfan, though, he crossed the line first in Season 6. But the win was actually taken away from him after he went below the double yellow line. And it was determined that David Durand actually was the winner. David Durand not here tonight, but he's a two-time winner, Season 3 and Season 6, as well as Michael Kruger, who won Season 2 and Season 4. Oscar Enriquez took the win in Season 5, and Traber Burns won in Season 7. Practice is over. We're going to see these drivers qualify, and, you know, I heard a little bit of chatter in the Radius chat as far as what the strategy is for qualifying. A lot of unknowns, and, you know, I'm not even really sure what the best way to qualify these trucks is at all. I have an idea based off driving Cup cars a lot, but I think a lot of these drivers, you know, they don't really know what the best way to qualify these trucks are around this track. And it'll be interesting to see who does what. And we're actually starting off watching Alonso Chicano. He's past that blue commitment line cone, or blend cone, rather. We're going to see him go all the way up to the wall. And now this is pretty standard. This is exactly what I would do. And you know what? It's going to be a one-lap qualifying. I don't know if these drivers realize that. They're going to figure it out real quick, unless my telemetry is wrong. Alonso's going to want to drop down to the bottom as soon as he possibly can. He's staying around the top. And I'm hoping my telemetry is wrong, that it is 2 laps. But I have a feeling it's only going to be 1 lap of qualifying here. A lot of drivers on track. Not a lot of time, only 5 minutes. Alonso kind of still ripping around the top. This might hurt him. Actually, it will hurt him if it is only indeed 1 lap of qualifying. As he crosses the line. 51.999 rather, and yeah, he shut it down. Wyatt Roberts top of the board, 51.411, and I'm gonna assume that he quickly realized it was only going to be 1 lap. Christopher Smeltzer rolling around the bottom. And I'm not faulting Chicano at all for doing what he did. I myself might not have realized it. Smeltzer goes P6. Cameron Caldwell starting his lap. Caldwell, of course, is rolling the bottom all the way around the track. So far, it is Wyatt Roberts still at the top at 51.411. That is currently what Cameron Caldwell and everybody else on track is chasing. Caldwell is going to cross the line. Let's see where he goes. P2 for Caldwell. Justin Rand. He's coming through 3 and 4 right now, off of turn 4 onto the front stretch. 48 seconds left in this qualifying session. P2 for Justin Rand. Adam Kuhn goes 13th, and Tristan Maher up to P2. Nobody can dethrone Wyatt Roberts. All it is P2 or anything else. And Peter Brass, he's actually currently P6, so he's coming to pit road right now. Nobody else on track. That's going to do it. Wyatt Roberts, your pole winner. 51.411, and he is going to lead us to the green tonight at Daytona for the Rowdy Remembrance 250. And, you know, I do want to mention it was immediately announced right after his passing that we were going to dedicate this race to him, and Cam had the idea, Cameron Caldwell, had the idea of drivers in the Radius camp rolling with former Kyle Busch paint schemes. So we're going to see, and we have seen some of those tonight so far, and they look really, really good. But, you know, we lost a legend of the sport, and he will be forever missed. That's for sure. Drivers are getting on the grid, and let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup. Starting on the pole, it is going to be Wyatt Roberts. Tristan Maher, he's going to start in the 2nd position. 3rd place, it's Justin Rand with Cameron Caldwell going to roll in the 4th position. 5th place, it's Bryson Bird. Peter Brass will start in 6th. Zach Probst will start 7th with Fidel Fabian starting in 8th. 9th place, it's going to be Weston Osborne and Cody McCorkle starting in 10th. TJ Wood will start 11th. Aaron Von Druska will start 12th. 13th, it's Adrian Featherston with Adam Kuhn starting in the 14th position. Alex Kerfan, the defending race winner, in 15th. Christopher Smelter will start in 16th. Alonso Chicano, he's rolling off 17th. Enrique Cucolan in 18th. And Stephen Thornton will start in 19th position. Field's rolling. The anticipation, the excitement, all of that. It's coming down. These drivers, they have waited a very long time. We're in for one tonight. 19 trucks. Not a bad turnout for a series that, you know, we really didn't know what was going to happen with BSR in October or November of last year. What the future of it was like, and that's kind of why it's taken so long. We've been on a hiatus. It's been a very long break, and, you know, even then, weren't sure whether, you know, this was going to happen. It's happening, guys. It is happening. And these drivers and myself couldn't be more excited for this as the field is coming through. Turn 3. Wyatt Roberts. Loved watching him race in the SAC Coast to Coast Cup Series. In the number 42 Quaker State Machine. Quaker State, rather, Machine. I should have known better. I talked about that scheme all the time back then. There on the front stretch. Pace truck. It's going to make its way down to the safety of pit road. Inside the restart zone, the green flag's waving, guys. We are underway here at Daytona. Great start for everybody. Bottom line, getting a great push. Justin Rand pushing Wyatt Roberts. Roberts is clear. Rand is clear. That outside line, it still has a lot of steam. These drivers not wanting to get down into a single file line just yet. Will we see that tonight? I don't know, but Justin Rand goes to the outside with Bryson Bird following him. Bird goes back down to the inside now. Durand has teammate Maher behind him, or rather, satellite teammate Tristan Maher behind him. But now Bird pushing Roberts. Justin Rand is there, but it's going to be Wyatt Roberts to lead the opening lap here at Daytona. Drivers do want to stay too wide, but I don't see a lot of side drafting, so this kind of looks like the safer route. And I talk about when we see this, I call it the controlled chaos. It's actually kind of calm, in a sense of you don't have drivers trying to side draft each other, but they're still side by side, and any wrong move still can go wrong. However, that inside line, it has a lot of momentum. The top 3 or 4 drivers are clear of that outside line. The bottom has the numbers, that's for sure, but the top, they don't want to go away. And it is Wyatt Roberts, Bryson Bird, Zach Probst, and Weston Osborne clear. Some drivers dancing around a little bit. Track temp is 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and the wind is calm, 2 miles an hour, with a tailwind down the back straightaway. Good news for these drivers. A little bit of 3 wide action on the outside line. They sort it out. Now everybody pretty much just dropping down to the bottom. They know it's way too early to risk anything. They don't want to ruin a race car when there are still 97 laps to go, which, you know, the laps, they will tick on by quickly, but it's still too early. You don't want to wreck the race truck right now. Still 3 drivers on the outside line. That's going to be Tristan Maher. Peter Brass, he goes to the outside. Maybe bailing out, and then that's the 11 of Fidel Fabian now in the middle. And I don't know if it's just that they want to stay out there and try to generate something, maybe make some positions, get forward, or if they just simply cannot find a hole to get down to the bottom. There is a gap between Caldwell and Chicano. Maher, he takes it. Maher jumps down in front of Chicano. Now only 2 trucks on that outside line. So we'll see if they can find a gap to get down, or if they're hoping they can make some kind of momentum happen to get to the front. Maher actually taking a peek out there. He goes back down into the bottom. Oh, Adam Kuhn back here. Taking a peek. It's the last car on track. Might be able to get the draft of that 57. I believe he's going to get right back down to the bottom. No, trying to stay on the outside. Actually, maybe give a little side draft to Vondruska. Wasn't much. He cut back to the outside. Adam Kuhn making some moves. It's still all single file. Wyatt Roberts, I don't know if he likes this or if he doesn't like this in the simple aspect of he's going to be burning the most fuel other than Fidel Fabian there on the outside. Also going to be burning a lot of fuel. But he doesn't have anybody in front of him to draft off of. He's got to be full throttle around this track, and drivers fifth on back, maybe fourth, third. They're going to be able to run where they're not full throttle. Run 75%, 50%, kind of play with the throttle a lot. That's going to save a ton of fuel, and it could make a difference later on in this race if we stay green all the way to the end. Wyatt Roberts, yeah, it's really nice to be out front leading all these laps and, you know, seeing everything behind you in your mirror, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not. With such a low car count, we very easily could stay green to the end, and we know that there's no stages this season. We're not going to get a guaranteed yellow because of a stage break in this race. And these races, statistically in the past, have gone caution-free. Still just all single file except that 11 truck. Fidel Fabian, he's got a gap below him. He's not going to take it, though. I think Fidel Fabian would rather try to see if he can make something happen. And I'm surprised. I mean, Fabian and Brass are doing a great job at holding their own right around that outside line. And I don't see, like, side drafting really going on. All just kind of momentum based of staying where they're at. Maybe inching a little bit forward. Kind of surprised to see this happening. Actually, they've got a great run right now. And it very well could be because there's some checkups happening. Again, playing with the throttle, the truck's on the bottom. Or it could just be that maybe these trucks do have a different kind of drafting package since last time that these guys have raced on them. Different way that they do draft up or find speed. There is a lot of movement on that bottom line, though. Especially right around where Fabian is at. Side by side with the 22 of Adrian Featherson. Once again, has a hole he could drop into, but decides not to. Justin Rand is there. See a couple of fans in chat cheering on the 14. Wow, what a bobble there for Fabian on that outside line. He's staying committed to that outside, though. There's actually a gap to where almost the two of them now it is. It is clear for Fabian and Bros to get down to the bottom if they want to. The thing is, they're not. Now they are. Let's see if they actually stay in the line or if they try to jump back out. I see one truck back there. I think that is Aaron Von Druska, number 88. Indeed it is. Stephen Thornton actually going to go get in the line behind Von Druska. They better be careful. They don't want to lose the lead draft. Single file throughout the pack, and you know, I hate to say it, but I think this is the way it's going to stay for a while, at least until they get through a round of pit stops. You know, and as a fan, as a commentator, I don't really like this, but you know, if I'm a driver, this is exactly what I want to see. You know, hopefully I'm one of the drivers that is up front or towards the front. I'm not sure I want to be in Robert's position again. You know, going back to the conversation about the fuel, but as a driver, absolutely, this is what I want to see. Single file. We're more than likely not going to wreck any trucks this way. It still happens. Trust me. I've been in them. But this is the safest for these drivers. So even though, you know, from a fan perspective, from a commentator's perspective, this is not necessarily what we want to see. These drivers, they're okay with it. Wood kind of peeking to the outside. I don't know if it was maybe just seeing if he might get anybody to go with him. Sometimes drivers will do that. They'll kind of peek to the outside, look in the mirror, see if anybody will kind of peek with them and hop back down in the line, or maybe he's just trying to get some clean air on the nose. Still kind of doing it though, which surprises me just a little bit. If it is just checking, testing the waters to see if anybody will go with him. Edward Featherson goes to the outside. Actually, no, that is Wood. It is TJ Wood that does go to the outside. Gets back in the line. These trucks, I mean, tire wear has actually really started to become a bigger thing on these super speedways. They will slide, they will slip a little bit. And as I'm seeing kind of the movement out of these trucks, you know, and again, looking at the track temp and the wind, I don't. My only assumption can be that these tires, they're feeling a little bit. We've completed 16 laps, and you know, most of it is pretty much full throttle. So all I can you know, really guess right now is these tires, they're really hot right now. They're feeling it, kind of wearing down. would still just take it a wide like approach into the corners. Got a couple trucks lose the lead draft. That's going to be Stephen Thornton and Adam Kuhn. Vondruska still in the lead pack. He's going to have a huge run to the back of Cody McCorkle. Actually tried to take him to the outside. And he gets back in the line instead. Not really sure what happened to Thornton and Kuhn. And we've got a truck in the wall. It's the 22, Adrian Featherston. We stayed green. Let's see what happened here. Maybe a little bump? I couldn't tell. Oh my goodness, Alonso Chicano got really loose. Great job by him not to have something worse happen. Let's see if we can see a better angle here. Can't tell. Featherston just goes to the outside and maybe it closes the gap. Featherston tries to get back down in the line, and Fabian is there. Contact sends Featherston up into the wall, and he is in the pits. This field is kind of broken into a few packs here. We've got Alonso Chicano, Aaron Vondruska, and Enrique Picolan. Got Justin Rand leading a pack that goes all the way back to Cody McCorkle in 13th. Going to be Durant, Kirkman, Caldwell, Maher, Smelter, McCorkle. These guys should be all right. If they hammer down, I think they'll be okay. A pack of 3 trucks, Chicano, Vondruska, and Picolan, they're in trouble. And the 2 of Thornton and Kuhn are really in trouble here. And, I think looking back at that, these trucks, they are moving around a lot. So we were talking about that. I think that's just kind of what happened there. I don't believe that Featherston wanted to do that, just his truck reacted in a way that really forced him to go out there. And Fabian, he saw the opportunity, hammered down, and drafted up. Those things happen. If you're the truck that went to the outside, in this case for Featherston, you're hoping that hole is still there. If you're Fabian, you're trying to close it. Bryce Bird kind of moving around a little bit. Of course, he is second in line pushing Roberts, so I imagine that the temps on his truck are climbing up there, and he is trying to find some clean air to cool that nose off. You see, he is actively getting on that tailgate of that 42. For second pack that was led by Justin Rand. They have caught this pack that did a couple of laps ago, just as expected, and they stayed right on the bottom. Fidel Fabian had a moment. Through two, caught the apron. Fidel Fabian. He wants to advance forward. So I'm kind of peeking a little bit. Wood went just a little bit to that outside. .5 laps complete. Quarter of the way through. It's been all Wyatt Roberts so far. Starting at pole. He's led all 25 laps. Bird goes to the outside for a moment, gets back in the line. And, you know, in some ways, I'm not really sure why they're pushing so hard. It's single file. Getting to the back of Wyatt Roberts. He's down the back straightaway. Taking it easier, monitoring the temps and getting them back cool to try again for another push. Still on pit road. He is 7 laps down. See if he can get back out on track, or if he's just decided to call it a night. But he was running up front when that happened. Calm, clean race so far. Love seeing the Ram back in the field. '57 of Peter Brats on the outside, and actually it's going to be TJ Wood going to the outside as well. Saw the 57 out there. TJ Wood going to get back into line. Lost position. Cross is lone truck out there. Not a gap he can get into unless he's able to get in behind Caldwell in the 12. Still staying on the outside. And now he drops in. These guys, they are really wanting calamity or something to happen in order to catch up. This is 25, Alonso Chicano, your Season 1 Daytona winner and Season 2 champion. And then Aaron Von Druska, Enrique Cucalan. As mentioned, they're still back here, still dancing around. '22, Adrian Featherston, he is rolling back out onto the track, so we are going to have all trucks out on track. Featherston, though, 10 laps down. 30 laps complete, 70 to go. Still a long way. But it still is good to be back. TJ Wood, I believe, just bailed. Gets back in the line. There's now a gap between Fabian and Wood. Easily going to be able to draft right back up. Here's Wood and the rest of the pack behind him. Wyatt Roberts still has led them all after starting in the first position. He has been able to control this race from the get-go in a caution-free race so far. Yeah, Bryson Bird sitting in second. Those drivers actually coming down pit road. A lot of them are going to break this race into thirds. Wyatt Roberts leads a pack of them down. It's Roberts, Bird, Fabian, Osborne, Wood. It's going to be tires. Rolling out. How about that? Bryce Bird gonna leap in front of Wyatt Roberts. Next pack to come on down, Zach Probst. He came in with a head of steam. Let's see if he got down to pit road speed. See what the call is for these guys. Rights up. I don't see any left sides going up. Maybe just two-tire call filled up with Sunoco fuel. And I believe it is speeding penalty for Zach Probst. He's still sitting there. Other drivers coming on down. It's going to be Justin Rand, Cameron Caldwell, and I believe that's Alex Kerfan. It is. Zach Probst still sitting in pit road. That is gut-wrenching if you're the 62. Should give the lead to Bryson Bird and Wyatt Roberts. And look how spread out this field is. It looks like Daytona before Yeah, the restrictor plates. Drivers are going to be needing to find friends as soon as possible and see if they can get back together in a pack. And if you're not in that pack, you're going to be wanting to be. 35 complete, 65 to go. Said it's going to be Bryson Bird, Wyatt Roberts, but actually I think it's going to be Justin Rand, Cameron Caldwell, and Alex Kerfan. They are just ahead of Bird and Roberts. Bird goes to the outside. Roberts follows him side by side. These Radius drivers on the bottom are not 100% there in speed. They're close. They're there now. They might be able to trap those two out on the outside. Bird and Roberts. Maybe Bird stays high. Roberts still there. They're clear. They come on down. Lead pack is a pack of 5. Bird, Roberts, Durand, Caldwell, and Kerfan. Everybody else. That's a scary scene if you are not in a big pack. And how can you be? Got 3 drivers here. Ross, McCorkle, and Maher. And a gap between Maher and Fidel Fabian, where it's Fabian and Osborne. And an even bigger gap back to Smeltzer and TJ Wood. And now, you know, I was asking the question earlier. They're single file. Why do you push? Now, you know, if I'm in this lead pack here, if I am Wyatt Roberts, I am going to be all over that back of Bryson Bird, pushing him hard, trying to get a gap between our pack and the pack behind. Granted, that pack behind does only have 3 trucks. These guys have the numbers. But if they're not drafting really well, pack of 3 could be in better shape than the pack of 5 here. And I don't see Durand all over the back of Roberts. There's a gap between Roberts and Durand. There's a gap between Durand and Caldwell. Kind of a small gap between Caldwell and Kerfan. They have that lap truck of Henderson to the outside. Now going to hop into line. I don't know. Those guys led by McCorkle. They might be in good shape here. Out of the way. I think Peter Ross needs to be a little bit closer to Tristan Maher, not actually touching him. He's doing a great job though. He is pretty close to Maher as it is. Actually, I like what I see out of this pack of 3. Last time by, they were just a little bit quicker. I think they're going to get there. Corkle just needs a little bit more before he can sniff the draft of Alex Kerfan, but look at this gap. They are almost there, and Maher is doing a great job pushing. He just needs to hope he doesn't overdo it with the temperatures of the of his engine. Oil temperature, water temperature. They are there. They've done it. Maher doesn't have to push so hard. Corkle, he's got the draft. And just like that, this pack of 5 is now 8. Bird, Roberts, Justin Rand, Caldwell, Kerfan, Orkel, Maher, and Bruss. Meanwhile, if you're Fidel Fabian, Weston Osborne, Smelter, Wood, Vondruska, Chicano, your work just got even harder. Bird. He's going to complete lap 42, which leaves us with 58 laps to go here in this race. Rowdy Remembrance 250, remembering Kyle Busch. And, very unfortunate, unexpected passing. Big wiggle. These guys, they're pushing. I think, you know, now that second pack has kind of caught us, if I was in here, I might tone it down a little bit personally. Another update that iRacing has given us is track map that all the drivers have. Beforehand, you had to use a third-party system or third-party program, which I used, what I even used for broadcasting. So I always had a track map myself, but not everybody had that. Now everybody does, and if I'm, you know, looking at that track map and I see small dots around, oh, there's not a big group of trucks around, I don't know if I'd be pushing too much. Because again, you don't want a wrecked race truck. I'm not saying these guys don't know what they're doing. They do. They've got a lot of experience doing this. But accidents happen. You catch a guy just getting loose. Obviously the tires, they are fresher now than what they had been pitting. I think they like to take tires. We saw some rights, some fours. Field gonna catch Stephen Thornton. Put him a lap down. Thornton stays on the bottom. Actually has a lap truck. This is what I personally prefer to do. It helps you get the draft, so you're not continuing to stay as a single truck in line. Don't really like it when you're on the other end of it. Trying not to get hung out behind Stephen Thornton and try to get into line. They're actually not going to do so. Jump back in the line for Maher and Bruss behind Thornton. But this lead pack just picked up another truck, albeit lap down, but Maher, he's trying to get around Thornton. He does so. Now Vitor Bruss gonna try to do the same thing. But he's on his own. He's on an island all of his own. He doesn't have any help behind. Nobody in front to really draft off of. But he's gonna need to be careful. He doesn't want to try side drafting Thornton and slow them both down to where they both end up losing the draft. I think right now, just get into line. Thornton pulls off to the side, sees the situation. Thornton, he is a clean driver, doesn't want to mess anybody's race up. Thornton now going to hop back in the line. Great move by Steve Thornton. Adam Kuhn going to go a lap down. He's on the outside line. Buddy if he can get in this lead draft. And lap down, but if caution were to come out, he could be a beneficiary here. Lucky dog. It's going to come down to him and Thornton. Who gets in the line behind Thornton? Bryce Bird, he leads this race. He started in the 5th position, been up front all race long. He's actually running second behind Wyatt Roberts for pretty much the majority of the race. The first run before the round of green flag pit stops that we just had. He's able to jump Wyatt Roberts, get out to the front. Bryce Bird now has the best view that you can have in racing. Wyatt Roberts, we talked about him leading all the laps there was to lead at that point in the race. Again, Bird was able to jump him, but he still rides in 2nd position. Great opportunity here for him to have a shot at a race win here tonight and be known as the Season 9 winner of this event. Different drivers that have won here. Justin Rand, he started 3rd. He still sits 3rd. Well, currently sits 3rd, rather. Been up front all race long again. Another driver that's been hanging around the top. His brother has won this race twice. Season 3 and Season 6. Justin Rand would love nothing more than to add his name to that list as well. And maybe say not so fast, big brother. Up here as well. Tristan Maher. What just happened to him? I'm wondering if he had to go or something. The way he just kind of come down pit road. Just parking it. Yeah, I'm wondering if he had to go somewhere. Hopefully everything's alright. Continuing through the field, as we are now past the halfway point at the line here, it's going to be 51 complete, 49 to go. Cameron Caldwell, he started 4th and sits 4th. The Season 1 champion, he has not been among the list of Daytona winners, but he's got a pretty good resume himself. And like I said, the Season 1 champion for Cameron Caldwell. I know he's a great racer at these kind of races. He's got an opportunity. We'll see where he's at the end of this race. He's able to get himself into position. He's got himself some teammates in front and behind. Some satellite teammates as well around him. Definitely keep an eye on that 12 machine, Cameron Caldwell. Alex Kerpan riding in 5th. He started 15th. Made his way through the pack, get himself in this position. Kerpan, I don't know if he'd like tell you he's a 2-time winner of this event. Stats say only 1 time, which was last season, Season 8. He won the race. He crossed the line first for the 2nd time, but that first time, Season 6, which of course was David Rand, that was credited with the win. Kerpan, he went below the double yellow line on the last lap, and it was deemed that he was not the winner. He wasn't pushed down there, forced down there. I don't fully remember what happened. I don't believe that race was actually broadcasted either to go back and watch the, the replay of it, but Kirk Van, he has crossed the line first in this event twice, but only one win to his name. I know he would love to get that second one. Peter Ross, the 57. He started 6th. He's currently 7th. He's new. I don't know anything about him, but he's done a great job hanging around this this top pack and keeping it safe. Right now, just trying to make some moves. Not really sure, you know, again, much about him, what kind of racer he is. But I assume that he's learning a lot. He's got a lot to learn. And, you know, this style of racing, it is so hard in a sense of if you don't know what you're doing, it can be tough. And I'm not saying he doesn't know what he's doing. He's doing a great job at staying up front, but maybe just still quite a bit to learn. And overall, it's a great way to do it. Great way to do it is absolutely being out here trying to mix it up and again, staying up front. That's exactly what he's doing and doing a great job at it. Bit of a Corkle. He started 10th. He's currently 6th. Just kind of hanging around. And that's what Cody McCorkle does. He hangs around, he puts himself in a position, and tries to get him late. McCorkle, he's not won Daytona. He has won Talladega, and he's come close to winning multiple races on the super speedway. I think he's got a shot, and it starts with just being there, staying quiet, having these quiet nights, and then next thing you know, you're there, you're pouncing. You have an opportunity to win the race. Cody McCorkle, he's doing everything right, staying up there, staying quiet. Let's see if he's got himself in position 44 laps from now. Good Bruss now. He's got himself in between the two lap trucks. Thornton and Kuhn. So he's trying to get back up there. Kuhn doing a great job keeping that gap closed, stay behind the Corkle. Still a long way to go. And I know Kuhn is probably not excited with the situation that he's in right now, but just got to stay in it. Two trucks have retired from this event, and that is Tristan Maher and Zach Probst. Still not really sure what happened to Probst. I'm going to assume it was speeding up pit road. He is 19th out of 19. But I guess Maher technically isn't out of the race. It still shows he's in pit road. But at this point, he is 10 laps down. Featherston should be getting that position here momentarily, as Featherston still is out on the racetrack. Bryson Bird was able to get some help in a sense of a truck in front of him. So Bird, he's second truck in line. And I noticed this several laps ago. But Bird elected not to get around Enrique Kukulon, and they are teammates. So Kukulon maybe helping Bird Save some fuel. Look back at these guys, Fidel Fabian and Weston Osborne out here. You know, again, they are not in a situation that they want to be in. And then you look a little bit further back to Smelter and TJ Wood. Same goes for them. I mean, it's just two different packs of two. These guys, the only shot they have right now is something happening on track that causes a yellow to allow them to get back into it. And that's what they're hoping for. That's what they need. That's what they're hoping for. So you don't want to ride around like this. This is the worst thing you can have happen to you at a race like this. Fidel Fabian, he is sitting in 8th place. With Weston Osborne behind him, pushing. And you look back to that 23, Christopher Smeltzer and TJ Wood, 10th and 11th. Aaron Andruska and Alonso Chicano. They do have Adrian Featherston with them. But again, just like the other four I mentioned, Fabian, Osborne, Smeltzer, and Wood, they don't want to be in this situation. They are even further back than the rest of the pack. Back up front. Peterborough still tries to get around Adam Kuhn. And it is so hard to make this pass. The only truck out there. He's going to keep trying, actually getting a gap or getting separated. And not what you want to have happen. Thornton goes to the outside. On that outside line, just behind 57 Ross. Now they get clear of still all single file the rest of the way. Kukulon still just ahead of Bryson Burton. And I have to imagine that second round of pit stops is going to be happening very soon. They're going into thirds. A lot of these guys pit at lap 33. We're approaching lap 66. It's going to be this time? Could it be next time? I don't think it's going to be this time. It's not. And then, if you are Durant, Caldwell, Kerfan, Court Hole, when do you come down? want to try to catch Bird and Roberts by themselves. These guys are all on very similar pit strategies. It'll be interesting to see when they all pit, if they all pit together, or if the Radius Racing team and Chicano Motorsports teams, they all pit with TJ Wood actually down pit road by himself. I believe he's exiting pit road right now. He is indeed. Now Fabian and Weston Osborne now enter pit road. Only two drivers that have come down pit road this time around. We'll be back up front. It's going to be 33 laps to go at the line. It is Bird, Kukulon, Roberts, and Peter Brass going to come into pit road. He's spinning. Peter Brass locked it up. Gets it around. We are still green. Number 23 of Smelter also going to come down pit road. So this hands lead over to Justin Rand, and these guys are pushing. They are pushing hard. They're either going to come down this time by or maybe in a lap or two, but they want the gap, the biggest gap they possibly can get. And let me tell you, two trucks is not better than the 5 that you have here. Adam Kuhn coming down pit road. Kuhn was out there all by himself for a while. Have to imagine that he might be out of fuel, close to it. Burning more fuel by himself. Thornton is still right here as well. So these guys, they are still a pack of 5. Actually, they were 6. Thornton is a little bit off the pack. He's still there. Thornton is not affiliated with these guys. Just look at how much Caldwell is pushing Duran. They know this is urgent. We need to go. We need to build a gap, and then we need to make sure our pit stop is clean when we get there. And it's not going to be this time by, unless if you are Cody McCorkle. Coming down pit road, single truck. That is going to hurt him. It might hurt these 3 as well. I have to imagine they might be coming this time by. It will be 30 to go at the line. Bit of a corporal off and away. Don't know why the camera went back to him, but we're watching, and indeed, these Radius guys, they are coming down pit road. Durant, Caldwell, he's sideways, he saves it. Did he get it down to pit road speed, though? The other one is the number 30 of Alex Kerfan. He's able to get it down pit road. Steve Thornton joining them as well. We'll have to watch that 12 if he gets off pit road with the rest of these guys, or if he has a speeding penalty. He might be alright. It's going to be close, though. He's still sitting there. He is still sitting there. I think Caldwell caught a speeding penalty, and now it is up to Justin Rand and Alex Kerfan to see if they can make something happen. There goes Wyatt Roberts, Bryce Bird, Enrique Cucalan. Cody McCorkle as well. Cody McCorkle, of course, is affiliated with these guys from Radius. McCorkle, part of Chicano Chicano Motorsports. Actually, Justin Rand and Alex Kerfan not quite up to speed yet. Kerfan gonna be all over the back tailgate of Justin Rand. They're going to be okay. They have the draft of Cody McCorkle. Actually, Adrian Featherston, I believe that is, 22. He's got a blown motor, maybe? Maybe it's just dusty down there. I'm not sure. He's still going. I'm not sure what that was all about. But here's the lead pack. It is Wyatt Roberts leading Bryson Bird. Enrique Cucalan on the bottom. He is a lap down, so this is not for the lead, but Cody McCorkle pushing Enrique Cucalan. Cody McCorkle trying to take the race lead. Here comes Justin Arand to get behind McCorkle. So they are putting that 94 of Adam Kuhn 2 laps down now. Kerfan, he fills the gap, and now Cucalan goes to the outside in front of his teammates, Wyatt Roberts and Bryson Bird. See if that outside line is going to push the 42 and the 53 out front. They are pushing hard. Cucalan all over the racetrack, sliding a little bit just from the bumps. At top, not organized. Bird trying to side draft with Kerfan. This is the Daytona that we know and love, and unfortunately it's only 5 cars racing for the lead right now with 2 lap trucks here in the middle of it with Cucalan and Kuhn. But McCorkle, he is leading this race. He's got his teammate Justin Rand behind him, and he does not have to worry about a lap truck being in front of him trying to help. 4 Radius, or Radius affiliates on the bottom, and 3 Circumference Ultimate Motorsports drivers on top here. Assuming Bird is part of that, and I do believe he is. I know the other 2 are. They're coming back. 26 laps to go here at the line. This race, it is on. And I'm really, really surprised. These guys must have been pushing hard on the exit of pit road or after their pit stop. Bird going to get into line behind Kuhn. Maybe just a reset here, or maybe just get into line again. No reason to push right now. Still 26 laps to go. Wyatt Roberts does the same. Cucalan is going to be on the outside for the moment. He might jump in behind Bird. And we'll see if they have another push here in a moment on the outside line with Wyatt Roberts being out front. He took a peek, got back down. I'm not sure they're ready to make the move just yet. Bird is also not right there on Roberts to try to make that happen. So 25 laps to go. It is McCorkle, Durand, Kerfan, Roberts, Bird, the top 5, the 5 drivers all in this pack. Bird actually going to the outside, trying to make a move around his teammate of Wyatt Roberts. He gets in front of Roberts. Now there's a little bit of a gap. Nothing to worry about. But, by the way, they are approaching a truck just out ahead. That is the number 12 of Cameron Caldwell. Again, I believe Caldwell had speeding on pit road. This is only going to help these Radius drivers, as he is, well, the owner of Radius, as a matter of fact, is Cameron Caldwell. And, let's see, he stays on the bottom. McCorkle goes to the top to get around. Durand and Kerfan will do the same. And I think that, you know, the way Caldwell's going to help is just by being there, not helping those other 3 trucks. And I think Kuhn will do the same. Kukulon gets in line behind Kerfan. So now it's only the 2 trucks on the outside line with Bird and Roberts. But look at that. Look at the run that Bird has. He is clear of McCorkle. I don't expect him to move down, not without his teammate, Wyatt Roberts, but they're almost clear. And now Durand is pushing McCorkle hard into turn 1. Bottom line, they've got the truck numbers. Let's see the drag race on the back straightaway. A little bit of a movement there for the 5, but he stays square on the back of the 2 of McCorkle. So Durand doing a great job pushing his affiliated teammate. And Cody McCorkle. Wyatt Roberts, though, he is all over the back of Bird. The outside line, they've got the advantage right now. Look at Kukulon. He's there as well on the back of the 42. Those guys are almost clear. Not fully. They are. 42, Wyatt Roberts, and the 53, Bryson Bird. They jump in front of McCorkle. And now Kukulon, he just kind of exists. He doesn't want to be out there. He's not going to be able to help his teammates. And now it's kind of, you got 5 against 2. With 2 of those 5 being lap trucks, however. But still, if McCorkle, Durand, and Kerfan move up top, I fully expect that 12 and the 30. I meant to say 94. Of course, the 30 will go too, but to follow. I think right now, if you're McCorkle, stay put. 21 laps to go. I don't think there's a reason to go ahead and try to challenge right now. Just stay in line. Keep these guys right there. Start going at it with a handful to go. You don't want to. I don't think you want to wait too long, because these guys are going to start expecting it more and more as the runs continue, or the laps click off, I should say. You know, if you're not making a move at 5 to go, trying to catch them off guard early, then they might start anticipating it more at 4 or 3 or 2 to go, maybe even the last lap, and that's when they're really going to be mirror driving. Look at McCorkle kind of building a gap, though, between himself and Roberts. He's looking, he's going. McCorkle, he's not going. He goes back into line. Got my hopes up for nothing. And now they're going. McCorkle stays low. Justin Durand, he goes to the outside. Now you have Durand, Kerfan, Caldwell, and Kuhn out there. McCorkle staying low. Look at this side-by-side full race lead between Justin Durand and Bryson Bird. It's the numbers game here. You got 4 up top, 4 on the bottom. McCorkle, though, he's not going to want to help that 42 and 53. See the guys pushing on the outside line. Now Roberts, he gets to the back of Bird, trying to push Bird ahead. The outside line, they're not fully connected, but they're going to have the momentum down on the back straightaway, as now Kerfan is all over the back of the 5, pushing him. Roberts doing the same to Bird, but it is 3 trucks maybe clear. Just 2 trucks right now in Kerfan and Durand, the race leader, Justin Durand. Now Bird moving up, almost in line. That could have been bad for Roberts and Bird. They figure it out. Almost everybody up top now. McCorkle, he gets in the line behind Caldwell. Kuhn still riding the bottom. He's kind of moving up now. Gets left down low. I think these guys, they move to the top. They're going to say, if you want to get around us, you're going to have to do so on the bottom. And good luck with that. The top in my opinion, is where you want to be to defend. If you have teammates behind you, they do, you're going to be better off being up top than you are on the bottom. It's now just watch this as Bird and Roberts, they are going to stay in line behind McCorkle and Caldwell. Well, they did. Now they're moving down. So does McCorkle. McCorkle says, you know what? No, I want back out front. I want to try to win this race. He's kind of hesitating just a little bit. Now gets back in front of Bird. Bird not really pushing McCorkle at all. Kuhn jumping up top. Wyatt Roberts does the same. Bird goes up there as well. McCorkle still clear if he wants it. He's not clear anymore. Roberts pushing Bird. So McCorkle gonna get into that hole between Roberts and Kuhn. Now Bird and Roberts looking to the inside. It's 2 against 3 at this point in time. But again, that top line, it's strong. I think I'd rather be up top here in this situation. Plus those radius trucks, they have an opportunity to get up there and help them. Of course, McCorkle is on the bottom. So is Kuhn. McCorkle jumps up to the top, however. A lot of shuffling around. A lot of who's going where. How do you build a run? How do you build momentum? How do you get back together? Because you have Kuhn behind Roberts and Bird now and Kukulon behind the Cody McCorkle truck. That side lineup is just unbeatable like this. Roberts is trying to do everything he can to push Bird, and he needs to be careful. But still, you want to be aggressive. And I think Roberts, he's been doing, all these guys have been doing a great job. Justin Durand still leading this. He likes what he sees. He likes that he has Kerfan behind him. Caldwell in tow. Followed by McCorkle. Followed by Kuhn. And then the circumference guys on the bottom. Wyatt Roberts moves to the top. McCorkle and Kuhn actually move down to the bottom. So you got... I mean, technically, yes, these guys are affiliated. I've talked about that. But technically, it's Radius Racing, Circumference Ultimate Motorsports, and Chicano Motorsports all battling it out right here for a race win. Kuhn and McCorkle, they are teammates on Chicano Motorsports. Durand and Kerfan are a part of Radius. Cameron Caldwell also a part of Radius as the team owner. So, you know, I mean, yeah, McCorkle and Durand, they're essentially teammates in a satellite type role situation. But McCorkle, he wants to win this race. We got a caution. First caution of the night. It is Big Junk. I can't tell with this camera angle, but it is on Vitor Bras, and I saw Stephen Thornton also involved here. Oh my goodness, does this change everything? Let's see what happened. Smelter pushing. Oh my goodness, he got air. Did a great job keeping it off the wall. Watch that again, maybe from a blimp view, and it looks like Smelter is pushing Bras. Gets a little high. Smelter tries to go low, take the position. That is actually impressive. He had all 4 tires practically off the ground. It was trying to blow over on him, and he was also able to keep it off the wall. Minimal damage out of Vitor Bras. Great job there. Unfortunate circumstance of having the caution coming out. A lot of drivers now back into this thing, and I'm not sure who the free pass is going to be. I think it might be Cameron Caldwell. Now, what do you do? Do you pit? I don't think so. I think if they fill this up, these tanks up, they're good. You don't really worry about tires here. If this was another track, absolutely. McCorkle coming down pit road. He might be the only one. Wyatt Roberts. He was taking a peek. Actually, there's a lot of drivers coming down pit road. McCorkle, Bird, Smeltzer, Osborne, Bross, Vondruska, Chicano, Kukalan. They all came down pit road, and again, I do believe, yeah, Cameron Caldwell is the free pass. I'm a little lonely, and I want to talk to somebody. So we're going to use this caution as a opportunity to do so. And I'm going to talk with the league owner and the guy who is the free pass right now, Cameron Caldwell. Hey Cam, it's well, me in the booth. How's it going out there?
A lot better now. Yeah, I have not raced anything since the new build, and apparently pit road speed's a lot more.
Yeah,
it cracks down a lot more than I remember. So sped for the first time in a very long time, and that sucked. But
yeah.
caution saved me now.
In a race that has gone green, I mean, all the way up until now, what does this caution do really to the entire field where, you had the mindset it's going to be green and now it's not?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were all kind of, at least us in the main pack there, we were just kind of mentally preparing for it to be the run to the end. And, in my position, I was equally help out my Radius teammates and Justin and Alex, as well as stay in front of Enrique in case we got the caution. I would do so. Now I can contend as well, which is obviously exciting, but still ultimately trying to get one of our Radius Chevys in victory lane here. So we'll see, but I'm feeling a lot better about my chances now that we got the caution. Should be a good little run to the end.
One last question I have for you. We've got 11 laps to go. It's not a long time. Do you expect drivers to now be more aggressive and maybe see some more yellows?
I mean, of course, it's 10 to go at Daytona, and half the field that got left behind was now back in it, so that's gonna be a whole nother thing. But yeah, it's been a good race, been a good, clean race. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to the end under green, but again, we have more people in the main pack, so hard to say. But overall, been pretty clean and fun and a little boring race, but better than to be wreckfest.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you get back up there. You guys are 1 to green. Good luck to you, and maybe we'll talk to you at the end here.
Yep. Hope you stayed awake enough and get to the end.
Sounds good. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That was League Commissioner Cameron Caldwell, driver the number 12, Two-Town Ciders Chevrolet for Radius, or Two-Town Cider House Chevrolet for Radius Racing. Back on the lead lap. And, of course, we do have the choose cone. We didn't see these guys choose, but Justin Rand, he had the... well, he is the first truck that got to choose. He took the outside. Look at those Radius trucks on the outside line. Wyatt Roberts on the inside. Pace truck going to make its way to the safety of pit road for the first time since the start of the race. It's going to be 10 laps to go here to finish this one out. There you are inside the restart zone. Green flag's back out. And away we go. Wyatt Roberts, no help. He got going. Fidel Fabian did not. It's actually really spread out throughout the pack. However, Kerfan is there with Justin Rand. McCorkle is closing. That's going to stop that 42 from having a chance to get up there. Now, Smelter also right there. Alonso Chicano, he's been out of the picture for a long time. He is behind Smelter. Where do you go? Bryson Bird trying to go to the bottom. These radius trucks, they have that top locked and loaded. McCorkle moving down to the bottom. Again, he's not a radius guy. He doesn't want to just sit behind two radius drivers and help them win it. He wants to win it on his own. He wants to win it for his team. He's saying, we're affiliated. Not right now, not with 9 to go. Look at that. Bird is pushing that McCorkle machine to the front. Cody McCorkle. He's half a truck length ahead of Justin Rand. He's now full truck length ahead of Justin Rand. What does he do? Not clear anymore. Durand had a great exit off of turn 2. Push from curve fan. Smelter also pushing that outside line. Top 2 trucks clear of that inside line. Coming to 8 laps to go, this time by McCorkle. Try to do anything he can. On the bottom, still with Bird behind, followed by Roberts. How about Alonso Chicano? Alonso Chicano, he is part owner of Chicano Motorsports, but he drives for Radius Racing. And he sees his two of his teammates on the outside, just in front of him, just in front of Smelter. These trucks, they are gridlocked together, 2x2, several rows deep. Still advantage to Justin Rand, Kerfan. Smelter also doing a great job pushing Kerfan, almost clear of McCorkle. These top 2 trucks out ahead, 7 to go. Roberts pushing McCorkle. Pushing him hard. They've lost Bird. Oh my goodness. Very tight there. Roberts tried looking underneath McCorkle. 6 more. The Rowdy Remembrance 250. Smelter almost clear, and if he does get clear, does he go down in front of McCorkle? Does he stay up top? Smelter does get clear. So does Chicano. Inside line just in shambles right now. The 26 of Wood, he moves down to the bottom. So does Smelter. Smelter goes down there. Now, Chicano, he has an opportunity to get behind his Radius teammates. Smelter, followed by Wood, and Vita Bras leading that inside line. Still Durand leading the race. 5 more. Top 2 are clear once again. Justin Durand, Alex Kerfan. The intensity is on. These drivers are pushing super hard. They're giving it everything they got. Alonso Chicano hanging in 3rd place. That's Osborne just behind him in the 14. Wyatt Roberts trying to make a 3rd lane. They're wrecking behind. Vondruska hard into the inside wall. We stay green. He's in pit road. Single truck accident. No caution. Vondruska toes. Gets back to the safety of pit road in his pit stall. But outside line, they've got the numbers. Look at this breakaway. Carfan is giving Justin Rand. What does Alonso Chicano do? Three trucks on the bottom. So many trucks up top. If you're on the bottom right now, you're just helpless. You need something. Anything. These numbers on the top are not going to go away. These Radius guys, they have figured that out. Wyatt Roberts trying anything. Looking high, looking middle. Wyatt Roberts wants to gain as many positions as he possibly can here. Just stuck in a gridlock. Looking high once again. That's the 14 of Osborne. Pushing the 25 of Chicano. Chaos. Chaos, chaos. As they are coming through 3 and 4 to take 2 laps to go at the line. Still anybody's race. The top 10 all in the lead pack. Cameron Caldwell. Not up here fighting with these guys. Top 2. Still controlling this race of Durand and Kerfan. Smelter getting a push from Wood. Chicano still has a gap between himself and Kerfan. Osborne is pushing. Little offset though is Smelter from Wood. Into turn 3. Off turn 4, we are going to see the white flag. It's waving. These guys still going straight. We're going to race back to the checkered. In a race that has only seen one caution. Chicano, he moves down to the inside. He's got no help. Trying to side draft with Kerfan. He's got to run, but still no help at all. Here comes Wyatt Roberts. Wyatt Roberts to the back of Alonso Chicano. Fidel Fabian behind Kerfan. They're wrecking behind. No caution will come out. Justin Durand still leading. Kerfan, he moves down to the bottom. Durand blocks. Contact. Durand spins. Fidel Fabian leading this race. He's got Wood behind. Vitor Bras in third. Does Wood have anything? I don't think he does. It's going to stay single file. Fidel Fabian is your winner at Daytona. Oh my goodness. What a race. Fidel Fabian is your winner of the Rowdy Remembrance 250, the Season 9 Daytona winner. Wow. That was absolutely insane. What a race, what a finish. Congrats to Fidel Fabian. And the Go guys, somehow, they're still winning. My goodness. Burn them down, Fidel. Best tasted donuts, I'm gonna guess, are in Daytona right now. That is ones that Fidel Fabian are making. Let's go ahead and take a look at the unofficial race results here tonight. And, again, Fidel Fabian, the race winner. TJ Wood brings it home in second. Vitor Bras in third. Cody McCorkle in fourth. Alonzo Chicano fifth. Wyatt Roberts, man, heartbreaker for him. He dominated all race long. Just it's the way these races go. Uh, ends up finishing in sixth. Justin Rand, he had the lead. He finishes seventh. Cameron Caldwell in eighth. Christopher Smeltzer in ninth. Weston Osborne brings it home in 10th. 11th, Alex Kerfan, trying to go back to back, become the first driver to do so. A couple of drivers have won this race twice, but none of them back to back. He finishes 11th, last on the lead lap. Enrique Cucalan, first truck, 1 lap down. He finishes 12th. Stephen Thornton in 13th. Adam Kuhn, 2 laps down to 14th. Bryce Bird in 15th. Aaron Von Drusko, we saw him hit the inside wall pretty hard. He finishes 16th. Adrian Featherston, 17th. Tristan Maher, 18th. And Zach Probst finishes in 19th. We've got some interviews. Hopefully. Just a moment, we will get our top 3 or attempt to. This race, we only had 1 caution. It was towards the end, which changed everything. And let's see if we can talk to our 3rd place finisher. And you got a copy?
Hello.
Hello. It was a crazy race out there. You ended up finishing 3rd. You were
Yes,
up
sir.
front all race long. I mean, congrats on that. And then just absolute chaos at the end. What was it like out there for you?
Well, I gotta say, I'm very new to oval racing, so I wasn't really expecting to get any kind of result. I was just trying to have fun. As you saw in the middle of the race, I went to the outside. Everyone was going on the inside, just in a single file. I tried to have some fun, go to the outside, see if anyone wanted to go there. But yeah, so I didn't mind going to the back. I was just here for fun, yeah. And well, it was an awesome experience, to be honest. At the end, I was seeing the chaos and everything, and I was just like, I'm just gonna stay up here and hope to pray that nothing comes back to me. And well, I guess that was the right choice at the end.
Yeah, and watching, I had my eye on you kind of all night. You were doing a great job overall. I could tell. It might have been a little bit of a new learning experience, but you did a great job staying up front, keeping it clean, and so congrats on that. I
Thank you.
do. How do you pronounce your name?
Vitor Bras. It's Portuguese. It's a bit different, but if you say Victor, I'm fine with it. Victor Bras, something like that.
Okay,
It's
I was
okay.
close. I was
Yeah,
really,
yeah, you
really
were close.
close.
You were close. I
All
heard
right.
that. I heard the qualifying.
Sponsors, shout outs. Who do you have to thank tonight?
Oh, I have to thank my whole team, Olympus Esports. They do an amazing job, just in all kinds of racing, being a good environment, very close. Our sponsors, HSR Auto, um, Grip, Grip Engineering, and yeah, I guess that's everyone. I mean, everyone in the team. It's I just can't. It's my first time being in an interview. I think that's everyone that supports me, of course, and yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, hey, congrats. Go enjoy it. It was a great run, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, thank you so much, thank you so much.
That was third place finisher Vitor Bras. Okay. Now we are going to grab TJ Wood, our second place finisher. And hey, TJ, it was a pretty crazy race out there overall. Towards the end, I mean, we had a lot of single file, and you know, in a race that there's 19 trucks that start, and it pretty much runs single file for the good majority of the race. And then it's just unknown whether you're going to get a caution. What is the mindset like?
For me, it was just stay patient, man. When I seen it go single file and realized I was going to do that the most of the race, I just chose patience.
It definitely was the right strategy for sure. When that caution came out, definitely gave you an opportunity to get back up into it. Um, what was, I mean, the thought when you saw the caution?
Savior. I was so close to being out of fuel. I finished with point 0.7 to the good, and that caution literally saved my race. And then just fell behind the little group of 5 we had there, and I saved as much fuel as I could to make it.
That last lap, it was extremely wild. Trucks wrecking everywhere. Um, how'd you make it through?
By luck, always by luck on Daytona. I just chose to go high side at one point, and it just worked out. And like 2 seconds after, they spun out low side, and I just pushed Fidel to the victory. I was happy to do so.
All right, sponsors, shout out. Two gets it done for you.
Just Wood Racing, my family who supports me and watches every race I do.
All right. Well, congrats on the runner-up finish, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, thanks to you guys too for the broadcast. Sorry about that, and thanks to Blazer Sim Racing for putting this on.
Thank you. That was TJ Wood, our second place finisher here tonight. And now we talk with Fidel Fabian. And what a race. And I talked about you a few times and how you were way off in no man's land behind everything, and how the only opportunity you had was a caution coming out. I mentioned it a couple times tonight, and guess what? A caution came out. Fidel, you won. I mean, just walk us through this. What happened?
I mean, yeah, the first pit stop, I had a blunder. I forgot to turn off the 4 sets of tires I was about to take. Only ended up taking 2, but I lost so much time, and I was out in no man's land for 90% of the race. That caution came out, and I was like, okay, we got a chance to win this, and then it actually happened. What a way to come back to BSR after so many months off, and yeah, I got no words. That's really about it. I didn't expect to win. I just thought, all right, we're gonna finish top 10, but I'm happy to be here. I'm glad I was able to win with Go Ink on the truck. And well, I just saw Austin Hill win for Kyle Busch right there, but that's nice to see. Uh, yeah, I got nothing else to say. Well, so for gotta thank my parents, gotta thank Casita Caliente, gotta thank everyone who's been around me, and yeah, I'm glad to win today.
Well, I want to ask you, seeing what transpired in front of you, Kerr fan moving down, trying to get the run on Justin Durand, and then Durand going down, pack wrecking, and you just driving on by. What was the thought process there?
At first thought I was gonna get caught up in the wreck, and it's gonna look like the 2022 wreck at Daytona from the summer race. And once I saw that, I just had a clear lead. Like, well, I guess that's it. And well, cross the line first. I still have no idea what happened right there, but I'm glad I was there at the right place at the right time.
All right. Well, you've already thanked a lot of people. Normally, now is when I would ask you sponsor shout outs. I'll give you that opportunity again. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank all the guys at Goat Inc. and JMS and JBM. Uh, Once again, I gotta thank my parents. Gotta shout out Casita Galente, my father's company. He's retiring this year. I'm glad to give him another win this year just for him. And yeah, I'm I'm a happy man today. That's all I can say.
All right. Well, hey, congrats on the win. You earned it, and that was a really exciting finish. Let's go enjoy it.
All right, thank you.
Your race winner, Fidel Fabian, here at Daytona for the Rowdy Remembrance 250. What a race! I honestly, these races are chaotic. They always turn into chaos somehow, some way, and what seemed like it was going to be a race between Radius, Chicana Motorsports, and Circumference Ultimate Motorsports turned into a race with everybody. And even then, it still looked like it was going to be one of those three teams that took the win. With Durand, Kerfan up there for Radius, um, uh, Cody McCorkle up there for Chicana Motorsports, and still, you know, the Circumference Ultimate Motorsports drivers. I mean, with Wyatt Roberts, Bryson Bird as well. Those guys, they still were there. They still were in contention. Bird actually had something happen to him. He wasn't up there at the end, but um, three teams up front all night long, and it is GOAT that takes the win. That's what these races do. So unpredictable, and it all changed because of that caution, and then the calamity, the chaos between teammates on the last lap. What a race! And this one, it will go down as another one that does not disappoint. Um, very very fun to watch. Grateful to be able to call it. Grateful to be back, uh, commentating a race once again. It's been a very long time for us here at JCTV, and I'm excited that we're back. And I'm not really sure what else I can say. Next week is Auto Club. I will not be commentating Auto Club, but we will still have a broadcast. Well, actually, there's a chance I could, but I do have other plans. Just depends on what happens. But we'll still be broadcast regardless. Olivia is coming back. Would have been us two tonight. Olivia had other plans, so that's why Olivia wasn't here. But yeah, we're committed. It's going to be Olivia and I for a good majority of the season. Sorry for the fire truck in the background. But overall, I think that's going to do it from us here at Daytona and on JCTV. This was a great Rowdy Remembrance 250. Glad to have been able to bring this to you, fans. And speaking of, I want to thank you, fans. I want to thank the admins. I want to thank the drivers because without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this at all. It takes a lot to do this, even though it is just a sim. Still takes a lot of planning and effort to do this. So without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Wouldn't be able to have fun doing this. And then again, even though it's just me, I still want to give a shout out to Olivia Hayward, and for everything that Olivia does, and the entire outstanding crew at JCTV. And with that being said, I'm Joshua Coppernoll, signing off, saying so long, stay safe, and we will see you next time. Take care, everybody.